You know, it's really cool to, look on social and see that there are people in this community that are doing things for the community out of the goodness of their heart. And that's one of the things we talk about on York County Connects every single morning. And it's my pleasure to bring Bones Harbison from 4Gen Barbershop on the show this morning. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate
Dude,
it.
I love what you do.
Yes, sir.
Most recently, it was Easter. Tell me a little bit about what you were doing on Easter.
So on Easter, me and my family, my wife and my kid, we went around town and we hid a stack of money in like 30 different eggs.
Right. Like the ultimate Easter egg hunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also did like 30 eggs that had like candy in it as well. So we had like 60 eggs, and then I put a $150 gift certificate in one of them. The big egg, the $100 one that everyone was looking for, I wanted to make sure that I put into a special place. So I brought that down to where I shot my music video for RX Bottle.
Nice.
Right down by the falls.
Where did that money come from?
Honestly, I just like saved my tips for like a couple weeks from the barbershop, and just whatever I could save up, we put into some eggs. So
Yeah.
it was just money that I saved.
And it's not the first time that you've done something like this. I mean,
Sure.
tell me about some of the other, like with the basketball team, like continuing to support.
Yeah, I mean, with the basketball team, shout out the boys basketball team, crazy, and the girls. They both killed it this year.
God, this year, yeah.
Yeah, they were killing it. So me and Riley at 4Gen, we went down to one of the games, and we knew that they were like hitting like 80 points a game anyway. So we're just like, yo, if you guys hit 70 points tonight,
Yeah.
we're going to cut the whole team. And we did that. And
How many haircuts did you do?
16. I didn't realize how big the team was.
Yeah.
So, we were there till like
Guys on the bench.
midnight
Yeah.
on a school night. I felt so bad for some of the kids, but I mean, we got the whole team in,
And they both made it far,
Yeah, they
this
did.
year. They did, and I think next year we'll have a equally amazing year. I mean, we run all the games right here on our radio station too, because we're a proud community member. You're proud of this community too.
Absolutely.
Where are you originally from?
So I grew up in Lebanon. Lebanon's my home. I lived there till I was like 15 or 16, and then I kind of bounced around southern Maine, and then I moved out to the West Coast, and then I came back. Like everyone
What made you
else
want to
does.
go out to the West Coast?
So I moved out to the West Coast because like my music career started taking off. So I got a record deal and I moved to Hollywood, and
That's the dream.
it was the dream. But different opportunities came my way, and you know, I could either live in Hollywood and not tour, or I could come home and tour. So I was like, what do I do? You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to leave the place that I want to be and go back home. And then the pandemic came and changed my life.
Speaking of changing your life, you're involved with some pretty awesome people on your personal side too, which keep you grounded. Can you talk about them?
Yeah, no, I'm married. I got married in September.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was the wedding song?
I don't remember what she chose.
Guys never remember this stuff.
I walked out to "I'm in Love with a Stripper" by T-Pain on it was a piano version.
Oh, that classed it all up, right? Yeah.
So I came out to that. But yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It was out in the Brunswick area.
Nice.
By the water. It was great. And I met my wife like 4 years ago, her and her daughter, and who is now my daughter.
Yeah.
So
You guys went to Disney World?
we sure did.
Yeah. What's that like as the land of Disney? But what do you take from it?
You know, it was cool for me to like watch the magic of Disney through like a kid's eyes. It was awesome. Like I'm watching my kid walk around, her eyes just huge, looking at everything. And at the end of the night, we went to the fireworks down by the castle.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the most emotional thing I've like ever done. That was insane. Like hearing all the music from my childhood and the stuff from like what she's into, like with my wife, like growing up, that was never a thing that I thought that I'd ever be able to see. Never mind bring a kid to see.
So your life is a lot different than, say, you imagined 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, what really changed for you?
11 years ago, I got sober. So that was like the biggest change in my life. I was obviously like on a pretty dark path. But I got sober 11 years ago, and pretty much ever since I did that, like I was like living in a car. I was like down a pretty dark road. So when I decided to get sober, I ended up getting a place, and I just found myself, but I just found a way of being happy finally. So
Yeah.
that changed. So now like, I feel like every year it's just like another thing that I'm adding to it. Like I'm like finding myself every year,
Yeah.
but I've really found myself, I feel like, in the Sanford community. Like once I started here at 4Gen a couple years ago, I've just like found myself giving back to the community, meeting people and being like a positive influence for teenagers that were similar to me as a kid.
How often do you see someone that's exactly like you were when you were that age?
Weekly.
Yeah.
Weekly. I'm always seeing either a teenager or someone like in their 20s, like doing the same things that I was doing. Like I see a lot of the kids that might not do as well in school. Yeah, I'm not trying to like change people or tell them what to do or anything, but if I can
Include them and show them the way.
yeah, or just show them that
Yeah.
you know there's a different way, and you know, no pressure, but if
Yeah.
you want to find something different, something more positive, like we can find that. I got you.
Yeah, if you like how I live, here's how I live.
Absolutely.
And I can show you a few ways. And you got to celebrate, your continuous sobriety with a lot of people in Sanford
Yeah.
in that video. Can you tell? I'm sure a lot of our audience haven't seen the video, but dress it out a little bit on what it was like.
The song itself is called RX Bottle. It's about getting sober for me. But I actually, when I wrote this song, I had an artist that I was listening to in mind, and his name's Riley. And he's like one of my favorite artists. Like he doesn't know this, but I'm like one of his like 0.001 top fans, like big fan, right?
Yeah.
So I was listening to him, and I just felt like I should reach out to him. I knew that he was sober as well, so I'm like, yo, check out this track. He heard it, and he's like, let's do it. I'm like, actually? And he said, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The music video itself, it's about a kid that is trying to get the attention of his father, who is just lost in addiction, and he's not paying attention to him. And then the video, that the actor in the video, his name's Cash Letourneau, actually. He's a Sanford kid. He acted as me as the kid. But as he grew up, he decided to make that choice to be a different person. And he grows up into me, and I'm in the video with my kid at the end. And at the end of the video, we're like celebrating my sobriety. People have like signs and everything. We had it set up for a certain day. I had a video crew. It was supposed to be I was hoping for like a nice sunny day.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was going to be like a beautiful thing. And
But life said something different.
yeah, they're like, yo, let's send the worst. So tornado warning.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Downpour, like the craziest downpour I've been outside for, like insane. And we're standing there, and it comes in, and everyone knew it was coming. They still showed up. So we're down there, and we're just soaking wet. And it was like this weird metaphorical thing. Like it was super cleansing. It felt like exactly what that video needed, and I didn't know it needed it. And it's like not something that you could like fake. It just happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and yeah, it was super emotional. It was
That's
awesome.
cool. Bones Harbison's my guest this morning on York County Connects. And, we're talking about, the way he gives back to the community. You know him from 4Gen Barbershop. But there's also another piece of the story, too, where people can get to know you on a different level.
Sure.
With services that you offer. Can you talk about that for a second?
Yeah, so I actually opened up a business called Bones & Co. in Alfred at the Well Nest. It's right next to like Oak Street Bistro and Folsom Furniture over there. But what it is, it's like a luxury hair experience. It's a private one-on-one studio. You come in, you can have like a drink, sit down, talk to me one-on-one, and I do more than haircuts. Like I have like the whole straight razor, hot lather thing that I also offer at 4Gen, but I stepped it up like to an extreme level where I do facials and aromatherapy. And
You do all that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do them all. And I actually just started offering IV drips, like IV, like hydration. So we do that while you get a haircut as well, if that's something that you do.
It's like a pit stop for a human being.
Crazy. But Yeah, it's a one-on-one thing, and my biggest thing that I try and do there is I try and push self-care and, you know, men's mental health super hard.
Yeah.
So what this place is like I live by a saying that you can't pour from an empty cup. And that's going to be like on all my merch, and that's how it is there. Like you come in, you can refresh and refill and just relax.
Fill your cup.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Bones, I think women do a great job of building each other up and creating their own army at times. You know, I think men need to do the same thing.
I agree completely.
So they can do it, we can do it too.
Yep, that's my goal with that for sure.
Bones Harbison, a 4Gen barbershop, and Bones and Company, and giving it back to the Sanford community as often as he has. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.